Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to this explainer where we're unpacking a really fascinating journey for couples. We are looking at empathy's relationship assessment, tracking the entire pathway from a simple online quiz, literally all the way to in person therapy. Now, we're pulling this directly from the newly released data on the best relationship quizzes for couples in 2026. If you've ever felt, just totally confused by the cycles you and your partner get stuck in, well, you know exactly how frustrating it can be to find clear science-backed guidance, right? Today, we're exploring a very specific, highly structured approach by empathy. It essentially bridges that massive gap between digital discovery and actual professional intervention. We're going to walk through exactly how this whole process works. So let's start right at the beginning with the core problem. The source text hits us with a super direct question, not sure where you stand. And honestly, it's a powerful hook because, well, relationship uncertainty is incredibly common. You might be feeling a bit disconnected, or maybe you're just looking to optimize a really great partnership, but you just lack a clear map of your current baseline. That lack of clarity, that is exactly what this specific assessment pathway is designed to solve. So, how do you actually get that initial clarity? The solution presented in our source is the free FIGS quiz. I absolutely love how this is structured because it acts as the very first step, the entry point in a diagnostic microfunnel. Before you do anything else, the single goal here is to just discover your relationship pattern. And there's a profound psychological reason for that, actually. In psychology, simply naming a negative cycle strips it of its power. It gives you and your partner a shared language instead of, just pointing fingers at each other. It gives a tangible name and a shape to those invisible dynamics happening between you. It's an immediate, highly accessible way to understand your relationship's unique architecture. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this exact number 13. That is the exact number of questions that make up this entire quiz. Think about it. In the realm of relationship assessments, we so often see these exhaustive 100-question inventories that, let's be real, feel like a massive chore to get through. But here, the methodology relies on just 13 highly targeted questions to pinpoint your specific relationship pattern. It's incredibly focused, purposefully designed to remove absolutely any friction from your discovery process. And that incredibly low question count translates directly to this next number, 3. You can discover your relationship pattern in under 3 minutes. Just think about that contrast for a second. Couples can literally spend months, years, or even decades trying to figure out their cycles on their own, often just going around and around in circles. This quiz promises to crystallize that pattern in less time than it takes to brew a cup of coffee. It proves that understanding a relationship doesn't always require exhausting, agonizing analysis. Sometimes you just need the right questions. And this brilliantly illustrates empathy's full spectrum of care. On one side, we start with that quick pattern discovery, the low barrier digital assessment we just talked about. But from there, a bridge is built directly to the absolute highest level of commitment for those who need it, which is in-person clinical support. It shows a complete end-to-end journey. You begin with a free 3-minute digital discovery. And if you realize, hey, we really need profound structural changes here, well, there is a clear guided pathway to professional help, specifically located in San Francisco. Bay Area Next Steps, Empathy's San Francisco practice. Let's move further down the funnel for those who are ready for that in-person help. At this San Francisco practice, the specific science-backed modality offered is emotionally focused therapy, or EFT for short. Rather than just teaching surface-level communication tricks, EFT is designed to get right to the very root of your emotional bond and rewire how and your partner actually attach to one another. And leading this care, according to our source data, are licensed therapists Fiachra, Figs O'Sullivan, LMFT, and Teal Taxis, LMFT. Having the exact names and credentials of licensed marriage and family therapists right there provides a clear, highly credible face to the clinical side of this journey. It firmly anchors that quick digital quiz in rigorous professional practice. But of course, before anyone ever sets foot in a therapy room, the journey always begins at the starting line. The source text concludes with a simple, incredibly direct call to action. Take the free FIGS quiz. It brings us right back to the very beginning of the funnel. So my question for you as we wrap up this explainer is this. If it only takes 13 questions and under 3 minutes of your time, what deeply hidden relationship pattern might you actually uncover if you take it right now? If you want to work on this for real, try Figlet, my AI relationship coaching app. You can start for free, no credit card needed, at figlet.empathy.com.